Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. My name is Aizatul Izani. Today, my friends and I will present to you about the second language. So, this is my group members. Before we going through the topic of our presentation today, I would like to tell you what is the second language. Second language is when you learn other than native language, which is foreign language. Learning another language is important if you want to gain more information and experience. If you're learning another language, you can easily understand what others people say on that language. I would like to give you a quote from Nelson Mandela. He said that if you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. This statement means if you talk with someone using their language, it is easy for them to understand what we say because they pay more attention to us. As we know, by learning a second language, there's a lot of challenges. We have to put many efforts in order to master the languages. We have to study hard by knowing their vocabulary, grammars, and others. But by learning that, it can give us many benefits. Today, I would like to talk about the benefits of learning a second language. Hence, some of the information I am going to share with you today comes from my own experience. I am a student of Bachelor in Arabic language, which is I am learning a second language. So, there are a lot of benefits that I got when learning this language. I like to focus on 4 main points of our focus topic, which is benefits of learning a second language. The benefits are build up our confidence, we can become a polyglot, we can learn about the foreign cultures, and improve our job prospects. So, these are the benefits that we are going to explain for you today. Firstly, learning a second language can build up our confidence. Nowadays, people love to learn a new language. Aside from being fine by learning a new language, it also presents an opportunity to push yourself to learn more about the language. It makes you realize you are capable of achieving something more than you thought. Starting may be difficult, but as you set and reach goals, your confidence improves. Besides that, when you are confident, this will improve your communication skills. Confidence allows you to speak concisely and with clarity. If we're confident, we can communicate easily in whatever language we learn. According to Exine in 2020, 21st century enhanced the understanding of students who can apply technology through the era of digital literacy, critical and creative understanding of students, and can have good interpersonal skills and social attitudes. What I want to highlight here are can have good interpersonal skills and social attitudes. As an example, during learning a new language, we will always doing a mistakes, especially in grammar and vocabulary. We don't know well how to use any words on that language correctly, usually when we have a conversation with others. But this is the learning process, which is we will gain something better in future, such as confidence in communicate with others, especially in the new language we learn. If we're confident with our communication skills, we can approach larger people maybe around the world and not easily intimidated with native speakers from other language. This will improve our fluency in second language. Moreover, by confidence, we can improve our thinking skills. This is because if we learn new language, we tend to read the articles or any news on that language because we want to improve that. I want to share you some information that I got when I researched about the second language. According to Mackley and others published in 2004, a study that found gray-matter density of the left brain was greater in bilinguals than in monolinguals. This is significant because the left brain is responsible for processing information and controlling aspects of sensory perception, memory, and speech. This statement means bilinguals' thinking skills are better than monolinguals. This is because bilinguals can concentrate better and ignore the distractions effectively than those who are speak with one language. As an example, if someone asks our opinions about anything, we can easily tell them because we are not distracted. with any feelings such as nervous or not feel confident. I want to tell you something before we go into the next point. This is about me, which is I always feel nervous and cannot calm myself when someone suddenly asks me about anything. So this is really affect myself, which is my brain went blank and couldn't thinking any ideas to answer that question even if the questions are easy. That's why confidence is one of the key to improve our thinking skills. To conclude, learning a second language may be difficult at first, but once we going through it and gain the confidence, we can improve our communication and thinking skills. Then, I will pass to the next presenter named Nur Sarifa to explain our next point. Thank you.
Thank you, Aiza, for your presentation. Let me continue our presentation with the second point. Secondly, learning a second language has a chance for you to become a polyglot. Polyglot is someone who is able to speak and write several languages. Becoming a polyglot has many advantages, and one of them is you are easy to socialize with others. One of the reasons they are easy to socialize with others is that they feel more confident as they are fluent in more than one language. It makes them easier to talk with others, and they can speak in another language if someone did not understand their mother tongue. This can be seen in the article Benefits of Multilingualism in Education by Bernard Ockel. According to Bernard, children who are fluent in more than one language are greater at social adaptability, their thinking and reasoning skills are better, and their cognitive abilities are also greater. Besides, they are easy to socialize with others. A polyglot also can enhance their ability to multitask. One of the ways they multitask is by searching the topic or subject in a different language. For example, a polyglot has to search about the history of France, but they lack info in the English language. They can search the info in the French language as they are fluent in both languages. This has been researched by Evelyn Fogg in the journal titled Advantages of Bilingualism and Multilingualism. According to Evelyn, multilingual subjects were also more capable of structuring their strategies to the task and use a wide variety of different strategies. They concluded that multilingual compared to monolinguals have superior flexibility in switching strategies, which is a skill that equips them to be better handle concepts and rules governing the acquisition of languages and related aspects. So, being a polyglot brings many advantages to them, as it can be considered as added value in their life. Okay, let's move to the next point. Learning a second language indirectly makes you learn about a foreign culture too. For example, you will learn about American culture when you watch their film or dramas. By learning the foreign culture, you also exchange culture in the process of learning a second language. You tend to learn their history and their culture. For example, when you join a cultural exchange program in Japan, you will learn about their kimono and yukata clothes, their food, and their manner. It indirectly makes you know more about Japan and its culture. This can be seen in lesser course than news. In the past, people learned a foreign language to study its literature, and this was the main medium of intercultural communication, and dialogue between cultures. Next, cultural awareness can be increased in learning a second language. This is because you tend to know and take note of foreign culture when you learn a second language. We can take learning Korean as a famous example. Nowadays, many people learn Korean because they are influenced by Korean drama. When they watch Korean drama, they will also learn Korean culture. We can take example like Korean culture that we learn is Korean love eating kimchi, which is pickled vegetables with their meals. We can also relate with our culture, which is eating sambal during the meal. This can be proven by Tom Listen in his writing said that cultural awareness involves a gradually developing inner sense of the quality of culture and increased understanding of your own and other people's cultures, and positive interest in how cultures both connect and differ. Learning a second language makes us connect too with their culture. Without us realize, language and culture come together. So let's respect each other culture. That's all from me. Thank you, and we continue with Umi with the next point.
Thank you, Nardalipa. Finally, I will continue by explaining the last point of the benefits of learning a second language. Learning a second language can improve your job prospects. Being able to speak another language other than your native language, it can increase your earning. Employees that speak a second language usually get a better paying jobs, and those who have a useful skill that can translate into increased revenue for a company. And as a result, some companies will compensate these employees accordingly. However, the amount of money that you can get depends on factors such as the language that you learn, the country you work in, the industry, and so on. According to The Economist 2014, foreign language skills may be worth over $100,000 in earnings over a lifetime. Over 6 million US workers are employed by foreign-owned companies, and 12 million US jobs are directly or indirectly dependent on foreign companies. Other than that, your job prospects will be improved by fulfilling the employer's need. Knowing a second language will increase your chance of getting the job that you want, like in a group of 10 or more applicants with similar abilities. The one who is able to speak a foreign language will often be considered over the others. Every day, more companies are spreading out across the world, working with clients overseas and appealing to the foreign audience. So you will be at an advantage if you can offer more than one language. You will be more employable in the first instance. But more than that, once you have found your perfect role, you are likely to find more opportunities for development within the company if you can speak other languages and work in international branches. According to Bergen 1993, personnel with language skills are needed as local agents of firms doing business abroad in foreign branches of local firms and reverse. In conclusion, it is proven that learning a second language brings a lot of benefits to us, such as build up our confidence, become a polyglot, learn about foreign cultures, and improve your job prospects. Hence, I urge all of you to start learning a second language, or maybe some of you have already started it and still in the learning process. I hope that you can gain more benefits from it. Frank Smith, a Canadian psycholinguist, once said, language is not a genetic gift, it is a social gift. Learning a new language is becoming a member of the club, the community of speakers of that language. That brings me to the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.